I just want to take my time today and just talk to everyone about the word L. Yes, my voice have a filter right along with my filter face. But I just want to talk to y'all today about the word L. And not loser and not love, but that thing called life. You know, that thing called life where you walk away from certain situations and you think about your actions and stuff before you do it because you want to save your life. I talked with a young lady yesterday, well, a couple of young ladies yesterday, about walking away. One didn't understand. She's a Gemini, and she didn't understand what taking the L was. She wanted to fight everything. She wanted to argue about everything. She didn't have no understanding about nothing. So I was just like, young lady, you have to walk away. You have to learn to take the L. She like, I'm not no loser. I said, no, you are taking your life. You are walking away with your life, young lady. There's no need for you to sit here and argue with people and try to make people understand you. That's not your purpose. That's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to listen. When someone has a problem with you, you listen to what they have to say. You give them a chance to have an opinion. You know, it may not necessarily be right, but you just letting them talk. A lot of us, we argue. We don't listen to hear the other person's opinion. We just want to go back and forth about who's right and who's wrong. I've always been the type to take that L in life. I walk away. I'm so serious. As much as mouth as I got, and as many times as I curse people out, they will say, oh, she walk away and make a video and talk about you on Facebook. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna argue with you and stand here and be in a confrontation where we're gonna fight and you're gonna pull out my edges again and or try to hurt me and scratch me face up. I'm not gonna do that with no one anymore. I'm not no young teenage 20-year-old girl. So I understood the young lady because she was in her early 20s. And, you know, there's a lot of baggage that people bring with them from their childhood. These childhood experiences is really ruining a lot of adults because they don't know how to drop off the baggage. That's what I'm seeing. My mom died at 12, you know, but I knew at 5 that I had to take care of myself. I could think back to then and being in situations where I knew back then that they weren't good for me. I mentioned this in my book. But these young ladies, they have to know how to just take that L. Take that L called life. Put your life first. Want your life first. You know, the young lady, she was so upset with the dude. And she wanted to know everything. I mean, just wanted to fight and argue about everything. You know? And I was just like, whoa, you're gonna stress out. People always tell me that. You're gonna stress out. Stop yelling instead of them saying you're gonna be blessed. You're gonna be happy and successful. They'd rather say I'm gonna stress out and have high blood pressure. So I no longer really concern myself with those type of people. I listened to what you had to say. And since you wishing high blood pressure and stress among me, I no longer choose to hear what you have to say. I'm the cut off girl. That's what I do. I cut off and block everyone. If I have a situation or a problem with someone, I blocks them and their children and their friends and their family. Because I don't want you to still be bothered by what I have to say off of someone else's page. It really isn't fair for you to want to block my opinion. And a lot of people does that. They don't really want to hear what the other people have to say. They only want to hear what they have to say. Only they right. Lately, I've been relying on other people's guidance. And I always have been the type to rely on other people's guidance. I never been the type to really just work off my own thinking and how I feel. I always been the type to rely on other people's guidance, you know, because maybe their opinion could be better than mine. Maybe they could see the situation from a different point of view than I could. But I'm really big on taking that L in life. Seriously, y'all, because I walk away. I don't want confrontations. I want to block. And I'm a very confrontation person. A couple of weeks, just a couple of days ago, I had like a real crazy energy. Every time somebody said something, I think somebody said I was so combative, ready to go back. And that wasn't normally who I am. I normally walk away and take my L. I don't normally sit around here and argue with people and to prove my point and to prove myself and tell my side of the story. Normally, that's not what I do. I normally take my L called life and I go on with my life. I don't want to die in no crazy circumstances just because we didn't understand and we got into a crazy fight. I just don't want to be that person who done lost her life because of a situation. It's just not fair. I have learned lately that I have relatives, that I don't have family. And I'm sorry to say that because I thought everyone was my family. But I have learned that I have relatives. We're just connected by some sort of DNA. And it's not even close. It's down the line. So now that I have accepted that we are relatives, I will no longer be trying to make bonds with people that are not my family anymore. And I apologize ahead of time. But I have learned that we're just relatives and we're just combined by a DNA. But we have nothing in common. We're not friends. We're not family. We don't share the same thoughts and opinion. We're truly opposite of one another. And that just makes us relatives. That does not make us family. And I have a clear understanding of that now and very accepting of that now. So I no longer will go out my way to please anyone and make no one happy and try to be my family. I'm over that. We don't get along. We don't have things in common. We're not friends. It's just not happening anymore. We are relatives and we say hi because it's cordial and that is that. It goes no further than not. I promise you when I tell you, I've learned the lesson about family and relatives. And I have a bunch of relatives, thousands of relatives, and not too much family. Family is not blood. Family is people who love you, regardless. Family is people that wouldn't embarrass you. Family is people that would support you. Family is someone that is there for you and see the good in you even when the bad in you is showing. Family is going to be the one to see that good in you and pull you to the side and let you know, get your shit together. And I'm going to love you anyway and love you 10 times after you still fuck up again because I'm in your family. But relatives is going to talk about you and shun you and not speak to you. Relatives is going to make you look little. Relatives is not going to support you. Relatives don't care. There's a difference between relatives and family. So I know now that I have relatives and not family. So I don't want nobody to feel no type of way because I'm taking my stand and my boundaries. And I'm putting all my relatives where they need to be, in the relative space, relative zone. I have to reserve my family for my family zone that want to be here and love me the right way that I want to be loved. Because that's what family do. They love me anyway. But today's lesson was about that word called L, called life. Walk away, walk away, walk away. And that thing called relative. There's a difference between having a relative and a family member. I have learned over the last couple of days that I'm filled with relative, not much family. Even the person gave birth to me is just a relative. Do you understand how serious I am? There's a difference between a relative and a family. And it has took me over 30-something years to learn that. That I was born into a world full of relatives and no family. And that's that. And I'm not bitter. And I'm not angry. And no one upset me. But it's just a message on my heart today. Okay? I take L's. I walk away. I apologize for things that I haven't done. I've made problems that have nothing to do with me. But yet I get caught up in stuff. She says this, she says that. Now the new rumor is she make videos. Yes, I make videos on Facebook. I do what I want. It's my page. I'm trying to find my own source of living. I don't choose people other source of living what they choose to do. So I don't understand why people have such of a big choice with mine. Let me live. Let me be happy. Let me do what I want. There's people that watch my page that don't even have Facebook and know everything that go on my page. It's I have more backseat support than frontward support. But that's okay. I'm so okay of that. Because I have plan A through Z. I will never fail. I promise you. I will never fail. Only thing take me so long to get to Hollywood is because I love my children. I'm not giving my children up just to go chase the fame. I think the fame should chase me. I feel I'm more important. You know? I'm dead serious. I can easily give my children up and ran to Hollywood, California, and step around and made it to the top. I'm a pretty girl. I know this already. I know what I could do already. But I put my children first because I know my children need me here. I'm a motherless, fatherless child. So I would never, ever, ever do that to my children. I would take that L called life and raise my children and make Facebook and still share my good spirits on Facebook. I put my children first. Even God knows I put my children first. He gave me someone else's child because he knows that I put my children first. That's that lion in me. That's that Leo. I'm going to take care of what's for me and what's for mine. You know? And I'm not angry with no one. No one did nothing to me this morning. I woke up in the mood and took the children to school. But I just want to talk about that L. That thing called life. And we should want that. And we shouldn't be so combative and argumentative and always have something to say. I've noticed that people don't even like to say to me, oh my gosh, she's coming with her phone. But you have a phone and you make videos. And I like your videos. And I don't talk about you. You just see the difference? I don't talk about you or your videos or the people in your videos. It's not what I do. I like and I comment your videos. If I talk about someone, the main part of the talk is about how can I help this person? What can I do to help this person? This person's in a situation. What can I learn from this situation just in case I'm in this situation and I can get myself out? That's why people don't like me. Because I want to know what is going on. How can we fix this? I'm an aggressor. I will push people to be the best they can be. I have been told that I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And I don't understand how you have a God-given talent, but yet you're not ready. You see, my mom went to sleep one day and never woke up. She was 35 and never woke up. No one can tell me about life when you go in the room to try to wake your mama up and she doesn't budge. Do y'all hear me? No one knows what it's like to not have a mother. Y'all understand? Y'all take things like that for granted. Y'all curse our child mothers. Y'all don't love y'all parents. And I'm a child here, a parentless person who looks for love on the internet because I'll be judged by my relatives. There's no family for me, and it hurts. And it hurts. And it's unfair. But I'm okay, though. Don't take my tears as me being hurt. These are tears of me being happy. I'm finally getting it off my chest on how I feel. You know? People should really take these L's in life and be happy. Because some people don't wake up. You know, the lady, I watched a lot of reality shows. She's scared of the cops. There's no reason why she should be scared of the cops. But the cops killed her brother. So she have to find some way to deal with the situation. Y'all constantly come down. Y'all come down on people. People so judgmental and everybody pointing fingers, but nobody wants to help. That's the problem. Nobody wants to help. Everybody want to talk and point fingers. Everybody want to look down on the other person. It's always a race. Where are you racing to? He's our God. He's going to bless all of us regardless of our sins. Your sin no better than mine. We are all human. Do you understand that? We are all human. God is going to love us regardless. You know, our parents is just tunnels we came through. You know? So I understand this, and I understand that those are just my relatives. Family is people that I build a bond with. And I love unconditionally, no matter what they say or do. You know, that's how long marriages happen. And they go on forever. Because people love people regardless of how they act. That's what you have to learn. People want to change people. Tell them this. Only way I can love you if you do this and if you do that. Well, I've been in situations where I had to love people regardless. Lord knows y'all have no idea. I loved them regardless because I had to.